This is 365 Power FM.
Tune in for the rhythms that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your number one online Southwest radio.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If you check your time now, it's 5 minutes past 1 p.m. and welcome to a cool Friday afternoon. And to all our Muslim brothers and sisters there, well, I say happy Jumat. Well, it's Sport Hour coming to you live from the studio of Power 365 FM. And you know your ever-present sports presenter, James Aremo, is in the studio to give you the latest gist in Nigeria, around the globe, not only in terms of football, but in terms of other sports. And let's not forget, by 8 p.m. tonight is the kickoff time for Euro 2024. The first game, it's between the hosting nation, Germany, versus Scotland. So to stand a chance to be updated on every sport gist around the globe, all you have to do is just work with me. Yeah, work with me. I promise. You won't regret that. Alright, quickly let's start with MPFL. Remo Stars technical advisor Daniel Ogumodede says his side must improve defensively if they want to win the Nigeria Premier Football League NPFL title. Remo Stars have conceded 10 goals in their last 5 league matches. Defensively, we want to get better. We want to be a team that goes games without conceding. Unfortunately, it hasn't happened in the last 5 games, says Remo coach Daniel Ogumodede. According to him, he says that's not what we stand for. We want to defend as much as we attack to score and deny our opponent from scoring. We like to improve defensively, both in transition and in organizing our defense. Sky Blue Star defeated Atlant 4-1 in match the 36th fixture at Remo Star Stadium on Wednesday. They moved up to the second place in the table following the win. Okay, quickly let's talk about the President Federation Cup. President Federation Cup semi-final match between Abia Warriors and Kano Pillars has been scheduled to take place at the Lafia City Stadium. The match has been fixed for Thursday, the 20th of June, that's next week Thursday, 2024. The second semi-final between Academic Warriors and KB United we hold on the same day. For the encounter we hold at the Amado Bello Stadium, Kaduna. For the game between Abia Warriors and Kano Pillars has been scheduled to take place at the Lafia City Stadium. The current holders of the competition, Bedell Insurance, were eliminated by Sokoto United. The winner of the President Federation Cup will represent Nigeria in the CAF Confederation Cup next season. Alright, newly promoted side Beyond Limit Football Academy. The compete in the Nigeria Premier Football League next season without infringing on the league's framework of being under the same ownership as Remo Stars. The club's head of media, Dimeji Oshode, has stated, Beyond Limit secured promotion to play in the NPFL next season through the Nigeria National Super 8 playoffs, where they finished top of the Southern Conference with 7 points. Well, in their first season in the NNL, their chances of playing in the league, however, became a subject of interest due to the NPFL's framework on 2 or more clubs being owned by the same person. Beyond Limit and Remo Stars are owned by businessman Kunle Soname. Clause 5.0 of the NPFL framework on the club ownership says a person is not allowed to own or acquire a significant interest in an NPFL club while holding a significant interest in another NPFL club. Oshode, however, insisted that both clubs are under different management, though owned by the same person. Beyond Limits will definitely play in the NPFL next season, Oshode said via Nigeria Info. According to him, says we have an owner, but we have different management from both sides. The CEO of Remo Stars is different from CEO of Beyond Limit. He added that the club will also keep the same set of players in the top flight, just as they did after they gained promotion from the Nationwide League 1 to the NNL. So that's the latest update from Remo. Alright, Super Eagles goalkeeper Ojo Olonleke has completed a move to Sudanese giant Americ Omdurman from reigning Nigeria Premier Football League champions Enyimba. Olonleke joined the Red Devils on a 2-year contract, but we see how the current campaign with Enyimba. A source at the Aba club told the media, Enyimba are currently third in the NPFL with their last 2 matches of the season against Sporting Lagos away at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena in Lagos, and they'll be playing against Plateau United at home in the city of Aba. Olonleke Ojo established himself as the first to be reckoned with in the NPFL while playing for Enyimba, leading the People's Elephant to a record 9th title last season. The Kogi-born keeper joined Enyimba in 2021 from Abia Warriors. He also featured for Sunshine Stars, Gewa United and Aqua United. Olonleke was part of Ose Pesero's squad that won silver at the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations in Ivory Coast last February. We're talking about Almeric, the new club of Olonleke Ojo, founded in 1908. Almeric are one of the oldest football clubs in Africa. They've won the Sudan Premier League title 22 times and the Sudanese Cup 26 times. Their last league title was in 2019-2020 season, and we're second in 2022-2023 season before the league was disrupted by the civil war. Due to the civil war which broke out in Sudan, there has been no football league since the end of the 2022-2023 season, and that has seen clubs like Al Hilal switch to the Tanzania League ahead of next season. Alright, let's talk about the national team. Let's talk about our national teams. Nigeria's Super Falcons retained 36th position in the latest FIFA Women's ranking released today. Randy Wardrum's side also maintained top position in Africa. Bayana of South Africa stayed in the 2nd position on the continent and are ranked 51st in the world. The Atlas Lioness of Morocco, who are the 3rd highest ranked team in Africa, sit in the 56th position. World champions La Roja of Spain consolidated on their position as the number 1 team in the world. Les Blues of France moved to 2nd spot with England dropping to 3rd position. Germany also leapfrogged United States of America into 4th. The next FIFA Women's World Ranking will be published on the 16th of August 2024. Alright, still talking about the national team. President of the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF), Ibrahim Gusau, is optimistic the Super Eagles will secure a place at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The Super Eagles have endured a dismal start to their World Cup qualifying campaign, picking a paltry 3 points from 4 games. The three-time African champions currently occupy 5th position on the Group C table with 4 points behind joint leaders Benin Republic and South Africa. For Super Eagles will need to win all their remaining 6 matches to stand a chance of qualifying for the Global Soccer Fiesta. Ibrahim Gusau has assured that despite the precarious position the Super Eagles have found themselves, they will still go on to qualify for the 2026 World Cup. According to him, he said this is a very sad moment for Nigeria football and we cannot run away from that. What I can assure you is that we are working tirelessly with the sport minister to make sure we take some holistic measures but we change the entire system, says Ibrahim Gusau. While speaking with the reporter, he says it's still possible to qualify for the World Cup. Alright, still talking about the national team. Several stakeholders who spoke to the media have slammed the Nigeria Football Federation for opting to appoint a new foreign coach for the Super Eagles, with current coach of the team Finidi George less than 2 months in the saddle. The federation voiced its intention to employ the foreign coach, who will serve as technical advisor to head coach Finidi George ahead of the 2025 AFCON qualifiers and the rest of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. The decision taken by the NFF Executive Committee on Thursday comes after rumors over the future of Finidi George following the Eagles' poor results from his first 2 competitive games in charge of the national team. The executive committee resolved to employ an expatriate technical advisor for the Super Eagles in the coming weeks ahead of the AFCON qualifier and the remaining FIFA World Cup qualifying matches. The NFF said via a communique obtained by the media on Thursday. The NFF's decision to appoint a foreign coach comes just over a month after the appointment of Finidi George, who took over from Portuguese coach Jose Peseiro. Finidi George was appointed on the 29th of April but has failed to inspire confidence in 2 crucial games in charge, which has seen the team rooted to 5th place with 3 points in their 6th Group C. Their 6th team Group C in the 2026 World Cup qualifier. The Eagles were held 1-1 by South Africa in Uyo last Friday before a shock 2-1 defeat to Benin Republic in Abidjan on Monday. But we've seen different reactions that are not in support of that news, of that decision from the NFF. Well, according to the current coach of Benin Republic, Genetra, who happens to be the previous coach of the Super Eagles, Genetra says it will be shameful if the Super Eagles miss consecutive World Cup. According to him, he says, with the pedigree of Nigerian football and with the history of Nigerian football and the name the Super Eagles bears on the football scene, it will be very shameful if they miss consecutive World Cups after missing out on the last edition at Qatar. Talking about Qatar 2020, and already 2026 edition is also in doubt. Qatar 2022, I beg your pardon. Qatar 2022. Alright, Super Falcons striker Zato Shuala is confident Nigeria can end the women's football event of the forthcoming 2024 Olympics with a podium finish. The Afghans last appeared at the Olympics in Beijing 16 years ago and booked their qualification at this year's tournament in Paris after a 1-0 aggregate victory over South Africa in the final round of the qualification in April. Randy Wardrum side handed one of the toughest draws imaginable at Paris 2024, where they will take on Brazil, Japan, and Spain in Group C, and on paper at least appear to face an uphill battle to reach the knockout phase. All of Nigeria's opponents are in top 10 of the FIFA Women's World Ranking, with the African side currently placed 36th. Like I told you earlier, I was speaking about the tough challenge in an interview with FIFA. Oshuala was confident about Nigeria's chances of returning home with a medal. At the World Cup last year, people said the same thing. They said we were in group of death with Australia, Canada, and the Republic of Ireland. Could not qualify, but we did. I have a lot of confidence in this team. We have many young players, and we can make things difficult for our opponents. We don't just think about getting out of the group. I think we can actually walk away with a medal, says Asisa Oshuala. Oshuala, a modern-day women's football icon, has starred for club and country on some of the game's greatest stages. Nigeria's striker has lifted up FIFA Women's World Cup matches. Okay, has lit up FIFA Women's World Cup matches, the UEFA Champions League final, and helped fire a team to multiple trophies. Despite a numerous achievement, the record 6-time Women's Africa Player of the Year is here to showcase her talent at the Women's Olympic Football Tournament. But that's all set to change in Paris 2024. This will be a special event, she told FIFA.com. I have never been to the Olympics before, but I've heard a lot about it. I'm looking forward to it so much if I make the team. Oshuala will strive to lead at the front during the Nigeria's Olympic campaign, and she believes the team's relentless energy makes them a force to reckon with. I know what I can do, she said. I know what I offer on and off the pitch. Even when I was on the best team in the world, I knew what I could contribute. I always encourage the younger ones to help them understand they can give even more. I work hard for the team. I try to make sure I do my part of the business, and that way everyone takes care of their business as well. We are a team that wouldn't stop running until you hear the whistle. That's difficult for the opposition team because they can't break us. Alright, away from the national team G's. Now let's talk about Nigerian players involved in this summer transfer window. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's official. It is official. Now the transfer window is open in England, not only England, across the UK. The transfer window is open as far as club is concerned. So we'll get to that. We'll get to talk about that. But let's talk about Nigerian players that are involved in one or two summer transfer businesses. Alright, Torino are interested in signing Super Eagles goalkeeper Maduka Okoye. Okoye has been previously linked with Serie A champions Inter Milan. I shared the news with you last week. Well, according to the media, Torino are preparing for the departure of Vanja Milikovic-Savic, who is set to leave the club this summer. The Turin club have identified Maduka Okoye as a suitable replacement 24-year-old was one of the key performers for Udinese last season, helping the Zebras maintain their top flight status. The former Sparta Rotterdam goalkeeper in 21 league appearances kept 5 clean sheets. He has 3 years remaining on his contract, and let's see if he would join Inter Milan or Torino. Alright, La Liga club Getafe announced the signing of Nigerian midfielder Uche Cristantus. It was reported that Uche Cristantus joined Getafe from Spanish second-tier club AD Ceuta. The 21-year-old penned a 4-year contract with the club, talking about Getafe, also known as Azulon. Getafe Football Club and AD to Eta Football Club have reached an agreement for the transfer of Cristantus, who is a 21-year-old Nigerian footballer, signed with the club until the 30th of June 2028, and will spend the next 4 seasons in blue and white jerseys. The club announced on their official website. He will join Getafe's first team for pre-season training, where he will compete for his spot in the squad. Ike Uche, also known as Ikechukwu Uche, and Ogenekaro Etebo are the 2 other Nigerians who have played for Getafe in the past. According to reports, Victor Osimhen is convinced he will join a Premier League football club this summer amid interest from Arsenal, Chelsea and Manchester United. Osimhen was heavily linked with a move away from Napoli last summer after he scored 26 goals in his 32 appearances en route to the Italian Giants winning the Serie A title in 2022-2023 season. Napoli priced the 25-year-old out of a move elsewhere last summer, but an exit is more likely ahead of next season, as the club suffered a major fall from grace in 2023-2024 season. They finished 10th in Serie A. Osimhen impressed as he scored 15 goals in his 25 appearances in the league at the end of the last year. Osimhen penned a new contract which runs until 2026, which this deal includes a release clause believed to be worth around £101 million. At the start of this year, Osimhen forward exit report revealing he has already made his decision on his next step. According to the report, he says, "I've already made my decision on the next step to do at the end of the season. I already made up my mind. I already have my plan. I know what I want to do. The next step I want to take." In a boost to Osimhen, several elite European clubs are in the market for a new striker this summer, with Arsenal, Chelsea, and Manchester United mooted as potential destinations. Earlier this week, transfer expert Fabrizio Romano confirmed the striker's priority remains to leave Napoli this summer. Where Arsenal reportedly identified RB Leipzig Benjamin Sesko as their main summer target, but they are not looking. But they will not be looking elsewhere, as the 21-year-old has committed his future to Bundesliga outfit by signing a new contract. According to reports in Italy, Osimhen is waiting for the Premier League, and Arsenal have spoken to his agent about signing him. PSG and Saudi Pro League club also mentioned the report as potential destination. Alright, quickly, let's move away from Nigeria. Let's talk about other sports, and then from there we'll go foreign. Talking about other sports, Okay, we talked about boxing yesterday. Alright, let's talk about tennis. Talking about Nottingham Open. British tennis player Emma Raducanu. Emma Raducanu continued her Wimbledon preparations by cruising into the quarterfinals of the Nottingham Open with a straight set win over Ukrainian tennis player Darius Nigo. Emma Raducanu, playing only her second match since April after deciding to skip the French Open to focus on her fitness, made light work of the world number 1 at 27 to win 6-2, 6-2. She will face compatriot Frank Jones for America Ashley Correga in the last 8. In the men's challenger event, Cameron Norrie suffered a shock defeat after he was beaten 1-6-6, 4-6-4 loss to world number 773 Jack Pennington Jones. Well, both players, talking about Emma Raducanu and Darius Nigo, both players then held. Okay, alright, quickly let's move away from that. Two-time champion Rafael Nadal will not play at Wimbledon this year in order to focus on the Olympics in Paris. The 38-year-old but 48-year-old Spainer said he will compete in the clay court event in Bastad, Sweden, as preparation for the Olympic tennis tournament, which begins on the 27th of July. Wimbledon, where Nadal won in 2008 and 2010, start on the 1st of July. Nadal, a 22-time Grand Slam champion, said he was saddened to be missing the great atmosphere of Wimbledon, which will always be in his head. Following his first round exit at the French Open last month, Nadal said returning to the clay at Roland Garros at the Olympics was now his main target. According to him, says, with this goal, we believe that the best for my body is not to change surface. I keep playing on clay until then. Nadal, who is ranked 264th in the world, will play doubles with Carlos Alcaraz at the Olympics. Rafael Nadal has previously said he expected to retire later this year, but said before the French Open that he could not say 100% if that would be the last time he will play in the tournament. Alright, the image of a tearful Roger Federer sitting alongside his great rival Rafael Nadal as he contemplated the final moment of his professional career went viral in 2022. It was the end of a career that spanned 24 years, in which the Swiss great claimed 20 Grand Slam singles titles, including an all-time men's record of 8 Wimbledon titles. 8 Wimbledon trophies. He was the first of the big four players, Federer, Nadal, Novak Djokovic, and Andy Murray, to retire, making the slow closure of one of the great eras of the game. In an exclusive interview with BBC Breakfast before the release of a Prime Video documentary about the final 12 days of his career, Federer spoke about retirement, his great rivalries, and why he is excited about Euro 2024. Alright, quickly, Let's head back into the football. Let's head back into football rather, but this time on the foreign scene. Alright, talking about football. Like I said at the beginning of the show, tonight, the Euro 2024 commences. And it's going to be a lovely tournament, a much bigger tournament, as Germany welcomes Scotland. So Germany is the host of this. They are the host of this edition of the Euro 2024. So when I use the word welcome, it's going to be Germany versus Scotland today at the Alliance Arena. The kickoff time is 8 p.m. Just a game tonight. Then tomorrow, talking about Group A. Then tomorrow we have 3 games. Tomorrow, one at 2 p.m., one at 5 p.m., and one at 8 p.m. But don't forget, there's still sport hour tomorrow from 9:30 to 10:30. So we'll talk about tomorrow's game. But today, it's Germany versus Scotland. Just keep that in mind. Okay, on the foreign scene, talking about Euro 2024. Talking about Euro 2024, Portuguese captain Cristiano Ronaldo has set an ambitious target for his team ahead of the start of Euro 2024. This is the 6th European Championship Ronaldo will be playing in, and his desire to win is as strong as it was back in 2004. The 39-year-old has a record number of international caps, that's 207, and goals scored under 30, and is expected to again be his country's talisman. Upon arrival in Marinfield, Ronaldo started his ambitious. Ronaldo stated his ambition for the team. Semi-finals, I hope we all can go for that. He stated, we must take it step by step. Leave in the comments, stay calm, and continue working, and continue to work hard. We know it's a short competition, but the team is well prepared, says Ronaldo. Well, ten thousands of Scotland fans descend on Germany as Europe begins today. And like I said earlier, it's Germany versus Scotland tonight. We're still talking about Euro 2024. Former Netherlands midfielder Clarence Seedorf has backed Arsenal's Declan Rice to shine at the Euro 2024. Seedorf said Rice is strong in tackles, adding that he has a strong shooting technique. Rice was one of the standout players for Arsenal last season. England international helped Mikel Arteta's side to finish second position on the Premier League table. Speaking via EAZN, Seedorf said he is talking about Declan Rice. He's strong in tackles and he moves between the lines with a lot of cleverness, and he has a strong shooting technique. He clearly has what it takes to become one of the big stars of this European Championship, he added. We're still talking about Euro 2024. Liverpool legend Graham Souness has picked England as the favorite to win the 2024 edition of Euro 2024. Euro 2024 will start on Friday evening with Germany taking on Scotland. However, Graham Souness believes the Free Lions have a better team ahead of Germany, Spain, and Italy. Graham Souness says, I think England are favorite. Spain, Germany, and Italy are all not as strong as they once were. When it comes to France, England are better than them in the World Cup quarter-final in the second half, says Graham Souness. quickly, let me give you an insight of the Euro 2024 before I talk about other news regarding football on the foreign scene. I want us to talk a little bit about the Euro 2024 as the tournament rather commences today. All eyes back in the UK will be on England and Scotland, who are flying the flags for the home nation at this summer's tournament. Scotland have been drawn in tough group with hosts Germany, Switzerland and Hungary. They are the lowest ranked side in the group and will come up against vociferous home crowd in Munich for the tournament opener. Just a fourth Euros appearance for Steve Clark's side, but after a strong qualifying campaign, they will hope to cause an upset. The Scots lost just one of their 8 qualifying matches, finishing second in Group A behind Spain, having taken 4 points from challengers Norway. They ended a 23-year absence from major tournament in 2021, and Clark has now become the first manager to guide the Scots to successive European finals. Meanwhile, Gareth Southgate's men, ranked 4th in the world, head to Germany as one of the big favorites, having reached the final the last time around. Under Gareth Southgate, the Three Lions have made it through. They made it through to at least the quarterfinals in all 3 major tournaments. But this is the year they finally. But is this the year they finally go all the way? Well, that's a big question mark, $1 billion question though. Jude Bellingham is one of the stars of the tournament, having recently helped Real Madrid win the UEFA Champions League trophy. High captain Harry Kane had a brilliant individual campaign, 44 goals in 45 appearances in all competition during his debut season with Bayern Munich. Manchester City Phil Foden was also named the Premier League Player of the Season after winning the title. England faced Serbia, Denmark, Slovenia in their group, and we hope to get off to a strong start, having underwhelmed in their final warm-up match at Wembley. A shock 1-0 defeat by Iceland. Okay, who are the favorite of this competition? We're Opta Supercomputer has England at the top of the favorite list with 2 world champions, France and host Germany, behind them. France beat England. France won England in the 2022 World Cup quarter-final, eventually finishing runners-up 4 years after they won the crown in Russia. Their Death Champ side are spearheaded by Real Madrid's new recruit superstar Kylian Mbappe, and the second in FIFA's world ranking. Host Germany have a rich history of major tournament success, winning 3 Euros, most by any nation alongside Spain. Julian Nagelsmann's side have a squad packed full of talent, but the Germans have failed to qualify from the group stages in the past 2 World Cups and reached only the last 16 in Euros 3 years ago. Spain, back-to-back champions in 2008 and 2012, reached the semi-finals last time out by Belgium, are the second highest ranked European nation in the world, but have often disappointed on the main stage. Defending champions Italy, who beat England in a penalty shootout at Wembley in 2021, have largely been written off, having failed to qualify for the 2022 World Cup and Euros. And Euros winning manager Roberto Mancini is no longer at the helm of affairs in Italy. Elsewhere, Portugal, the Netherlands and Croatia sit inside the world's top 10 and could challenge. Okay, what's the atmosphere like in Germany? Well, Germany is hosting a major men's football tournament for the first time since the 2006 World Cup, and there's been plenty of anticipation for the arrival of Euro 2024 within the country. An estimated 2.7 million fans are expected to attend the 51 matches across 10 stadiums, with each of the host cities having set up fan zones that are set to welcome 12 million supporters overall. With Scotland facing the host in Euro 2024, their fans have been determined not to miss the opportunity to witness their side kick off a major tournament. More than 200,000 supporters are expected to travel over to soak up the atmosphere, be it from within stadiums or just and around the cities where their side plays. Accommodation in Germany for the tournament isn't cheap, and to cut down costs, hundreds of Scotland fans have descended on a campsite just outside of Munich. England, meanwhile, are expected to be backed by about 300,000 supporters throughout the tournament, as they hope to witness their side live up to their tag as one of the tournament favorites and win a major men's tournament for the first time since 1966. Alright, in just a catching, before England's first game of the tournament against Serbia on Sunday, 40,000 English supporters are expected and security has been stepped up for a fixture German authorities have deemed to be high risk. Meanwhile, the street leading from Hamburg city center to Volkspark Stadium are expected to turn orange on Sunday as thousands of Dutch fans embark on their customary march to the stadium at major tournaments. Orange supporters, that's the Netherlands, followed a double-decker party bus to grant since Euro 2004, and this will be the 50th parade they have held. The Netherlands face Poland in their opening fixture. Okay, I hope I've given you one or two insights talking about the tournament Euro 2024. Now let's move away from Euro. Let's talk about club football news. Roberto Di Zerbi is set to make a return to management after leaving Brighton at the end of the season. The Italian left the Amex Stadium after 2 years with a difference in vision for future, believed to be the reason for his exit. Brighton will replace Roberto Di Zerbi with 31-year-old Fabian Uzela. But Di Zerbi himself will continue his coaching career in France, according to the UK Sun. He was linked with Manchester United, but with Erik ten Hag set to continue at Old Trafford. Di Zerbi will now take over at Marseille. Marseille ended last season 8th in the league, finishing the campaign under Jean-Louis Gasset, who took over from Gennaro Gattuso in February. Manchester United have reportedly reached an agreement on personal terms with Everton defender Gerard Braithwaite, paving the way for a potential summer transfer. The Red Devils are now set to settle on a transfer fee with Everton, who are demanding £70 million for the 21-year-old England international. The acquisition would mark a significant addition for Manchester United, particularly following Sir Jim Ratcliffe's endorsement of Braithwaite as his top choice for a new central defender this summer. Gerard Braithwaite has made a strong impression at Everton, having already clocked 54 appearances since joining the first team. The report added that Manchester United's new technical director, Jason Wilcox, may have facilitated the agreement on personal terms thanks to his close relationship with Braithwaite's agent, David Reeves. Alright, Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag is set to make a move for former Ajax defender Matthias de Ligt. De Ligt is facing an uncertain future at Bayern Munich, according to Sky Germany. The ten Hag's future at Old Trafford confirmed. The Dutchman has now turned his attention to revamping his squad ahead of the new season, and he is looking to improve his defense after the Red Devils conceded 58 goals last season. Perfect Varane has already left, and John Evans could follow him out this summer. Harry Maguire and Lisandro Martinez have both proved injury-prone in recent campaigns. In fact, Aaron Wan-Bissaka is also on the news that he might leave the Old Trafford this summer transfer window. The Light will be allowed to leave Bayern Munich this summer as they plot their own defensive rebuild under new manager Vincent Kompany. Hiroki Ito has already arrived from VfB Stuttgart, while Bayer Leverkusen centre-back Jonathan Tah is also being targeted. Alright, Real Madrid forward Kylian Mbappe has hailed Arsenal's William Saliba as one of the Premier League's finest centre backs. Mbappe believes Saliba has the potential to start for France at Euro 2024, adding that he has become very important. He has become very important player for Arsenal. Saliba's standout performances over 2 consecutive seasons with the Gunners secured a spot for France in Euro squad. Despite his achievement, he currently trails Bayern Munich's Dayot Upamecano and Liverpool's centre-back Ibrahima Konate in Didier Deschamps' selection hierarchy. According to Mbappe, he says, "I've known him since he was very, very young. We were in the same primary school in Bondi. We played football together in our break, even though we weren't in the same year. But he asked to play with us. This season, he has become a very important player for Arsenal, and he's among the best centre-backs in the Premier League," says Mbappe. Talking about William Saliba. Alright, that Mbappe news is going to be my departing news on the show this afternoon. Talking about Sport R. Ladies and gentlemen, join me tomorrow for the second edition, the weekend edition, I beg your pardon. Join me tomorrow for the weekend edition of Sport R, where we will be talking about Euro 2024, the result of the first game in Euro 2024. The result between Germany and Scotland will be out by then tomorrow. Then tomorrow there are 3 games. We'll talk about all of them on the show. Alright, signing out. James Aremu. Saying goodbye. Do have a lovely weekend. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Tune in for the rhythms that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your #1 online Southwest radio. This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions,